welcome back to my channel. How are you all doing? It feels like a long time since I've asked you that. Let me know what you've been up to lately in the comment section down below. Hey, I just wanted to come in and just say that the intro for this video will not be too long at all, because I'm very aware that I talk a lot, and I did offend a few people with my last video. So intro is a no. I'm glad you're here. If you like the content, please subscribe. Please hit that hype button. We're going to crack straight in to the DIY. We are jumping straight in to part 2 of this kitchen transformation on a budget. I am using the Johnston's cupboard paint. If you missed part 1, go watch it. Try and skip the beginning because I talk too much, which is why this one has not got that really long intro explaining everything and the backstory of the kitchen. So yeah, I am now scrubbing the cupboards. I didn't show you me cleaning the cupboards in the last video. I just showed you the sanding part. This time I'm showing you the cleaning part because the doors are wooden. I mentioned in the last video, these are solid wood doors. It's actually only the doors really that are solid wood. The rest, the carcasses, are like laminated MDF, and they're peeling. They're not like horrifically peeling, but where I am right now, that's where my kettle goes to boil the water for my cup of tea, copious amounts of times a day. And the corner of the unit is peeling up. That's how I learned it's laminate. Now, I do try to pull the kettle away from under the unit when I boil it, but of course steam naturally gets in. And yeah, so here we are. Scrub, scrub, scrub. Once I did this and I wiped them all completely clean, I then went over again, sanded them all down, and I paid close attention to those side panels of the carcasses because I knew they were laminate and not the natural wood that the doors are. So hopefully that's not too much talking and we will get a song on. Time for a cup of tea while it all dries.
If I wrote you a song, if I got every word perfectly weighted on a thin piece of paper, would it make any difference? Would it change for the better? If I wrote you a poem, if I posted a letter? Is it maybe because I never knew quite where I was, and suddenly you told me, baby, you're lost, but I am too. Whatever the cost, we'll make it through. Tell me you're the one for me now, 'cause what am I supposed to do? If you are not the one for me, then tell me now what I could do. If I told you that I don't know where I'm going, don't know what to say, but I go without knowing. I got every word perfectly weighted on a thin piece of paper.
I did say in last week's video, let me know if you want to see my inspiration pics. And of course you will have already seen the thumbnail. There is some inspiration in there. So before I do that though, I just really want to quickly touch on these glass door fronts. There's been so many incredible suggestions. And honestly, you guys are just incredible. Like, they're so different as well. So many of you have got different ideas of what you would do with these glass door fronts, but I did say to a few of you that I'd show you a close-up. There was a lot of suggestions about putting film, like frosted film on them, or like a really funky vinyl, something like that. And I did mention to a few of you that the glass is actually rippled and bumpy. So I'm going to show you a close-up now. I don't want to take too long and talk too much, but there's also a rose design running through the glass. Oh George, let's get up of here. But so many of you suggested adding some fabric to the inside of the glass, pleated fabric, giving that country kitchen feel. And that, honestly, I think that's the route I want to take. But also, I have found a glass cutting company here in town. There's actually two. I've found a glass cutting company not far from me who can cut me the same size glass so that the glass is flat. So anything's possible, right? I could remove this bumpy glass with the roses, put in a sheet of flat glass. I don't think that would be that expensive. I really don't know. And then go from there. But I do really want to make that kind of like, you know, curtain rod, and then like ruched pleated, maybe like a country gingham or a stripe, like the brand new blind that I just bought and put up. One of you lovelies actually said, yeah, I'd get rid of the blind, but I think they were new here and didn't realize I'd literally just bought the blind. I was like, oh no, the blind is brand new. Anyway, that's the plan. I also wanted to touch on a lot of comments that you guys made. I will turn you round. There were quite a few comments about having things in these cupboards that we could display. So nicer things. In this cupboard, it's all glasses, and in this cupboard, it's just food items. So if I open these up, I have got plates, bowls, and everything in that one, and then cans and food cans in this one. But here's the issue. When we moved in, I did want all of my plates, bowls in here because I agree with you guys, it would look so nice in here, but they don't fit. I don't know if you can really see on camera, this is a really skinny cupboard compared to these that are significantly wider. And actually, when you open, I don't know if it will show on camera, honestly. I don't know if that's the best way to do it. They're completely different sizes. So in this cupboard, I've got room for all of like big, huge bowls down here, plates, bowls, more plates, more bowls, and they can go side by side. They don't fit in here side by side. I could just have plates on one shelf, bowls on this shelf, and then in here, same again. But I can't reach that cupboard. So there was always a reason why I didn't do that. I do really appreciate all of the suggestions and what you would do if you had these cupboards. Also, the shelves in these cupboards are glass, and I am contemplating, cogitating, deliberating, I don't know what word is, but I am thinking of getting them replaced with wood. I don't like glass shelves, they scare me. So yeah, there's that as well. Anyway, enough talking. I'm gonna show you now my inspiration that I found and, you know, searches that I did and what pictures came up and what is truly inspiring me to move forward with this whole, not renovation, transformation on a budget, DIY budget transformation, and I mean budget, budget. And yeah, I'm gonna look into getting this glass replaced, and then we're also gonna go looking for fabric, not in today's video, that's a couple weeks down the line. But yeah, I just wanted to come on and say thank you for all of your comments, all of your suggestions, and all of the above is just basically what I'm saying, because there were so many new friends here from that one video that I really massively appreciate you. And of course, if you did click that subscribe button, I think I got 300 or 400 new subscribers from that one video. So do check out my other content to make sure you definitely want to stay, because not every video is going to be a DIY makeover video, because I'm not rich like that. I'm just not rich like that. But anyway, look, let's shut up, Claire. Shut up, Claire. God, didn't she talk? Didn't you talk a lot? Didn't she waffle on? Yeah, I do. You might want to take that into consideration as well before you decide to stay. Let's look, inspiration pics. So let's talk inspiration. The first thing I did was went onto Pinterest and I typed in cream kitchens, green walls. Cream kitchens, pink walls. Cream kitchens, green tiles. And I changed the colours up to the point where I kind of got to this moment where I was like, oh, I like that. So it really just helped me visualize and see what route I wanted to take. Now, honestly, when I talked about being brave and really, really wanting to go for this particular color, it was pink, okay? I got it straight in my head that pink would absolutely work against the cream with the wooden worktops, and it would just be so, so delicate and feminine and beautiful. And I asked Tim how he would feel about it. He said he's happy if I'm happy. And then I ended up going back to ChatGPT. I asked it, I said, use this photo of my kitchen, redesign it so that the worktops are Ribbec oak, vinyl wrapped, and the walls are a dusky pink from Rust-Oleum, and also add a herringbone vinyl light oak floor. I added the photo of my kitchen and this is what it gave me. Now, straight away I thought, I love it, but it wasn't necessarily filling me. It wasn't, I wanted the pink. I thought the pink and the green would go really well together. I'm not much of a pink girly, but I am adding pink into the spare room. So then I said, now change the wall colour to Treron, Farrow and Ball. Now this isn't quite Treron, Farrow and Ball, and it's a lot darker than the green that's currently in our kitchen. But my goodness me, this is when I knew it had to be green. It absolutely had to be. Now, again, I liked the pink for all of a minute, but at this moment I'm thinking if the walls are darker green, like a not dark, but like an earthy, moody, gorgeous green, then the cream tiles and the cream units really, really work well together. Then I asked it to add some moody lamps to my worktops, because I am going to be getting some little touch moody lamps to add that kind of depth and warmth and cozy feeling. It did remove my microwave in order to do that, but of course the microwave does need to live on the worktop, so I will work out the best place to have some worktop lamps. I then said, because of you guys, add some pleated fabric into the glass doors on the units. Now they have given me some random crisscross white wooden section, but I love the look of the fabric. So thank you all so much if you suggested that. That's definitely something I'm going to look at. I could actually remove the glass entirely, but then, yeah, the glass itself has got a design on it of a red rose, like bright red. You can't really see it on camera. I'll have to show you close up, but I would have to remove the glass entirely and get that done. In the meantime, this is what we're looking like. I absolutely love it. I cannot tell you what a difference it has made. Thank you so much for all of your comments on the last video. I appreciate you all so much, and I'm also really grateful that you are as invested as I am in this kitchen. Now please do not forget, until we have the money, we cannot afford a new kitchen. You're looking at 10k, 20k. I just want to take you back to 1st of September 2024 when we moved in. Dark brown doors, dark brown everything, black worktop, black tiles. We then got new windows and doors, and I painted the tiles cream, and now we're here. We have painted all of the cupboards cream, the tiles are cream, the worktop is yet to be done. This is the absolute before, and this is now. This is today. Now, yes, the walls are already green, but it's the wrong green for me. I want a more moody, earthy green. This is a little bit more of an apple green. I don't know if that's coming across on camera, but it's not the right green for me. I honestly, I've never been so excited for a project, honestly, and I cannot wait to bring you all with me. I am so happy this is inspiring you, especially so many friends on the last video said you're gonna go like straight away and buy the paint and get this done for yourselves, and that makes me happy. I still have quite a lot to do, including all of the kitchen that's behind the camera, but thank you so much for all of your support on this. Again, this is a very budget friendly project, so I don't want to be spending crazy money. I think in total my finished spend is going to be around about the £100 mark to bring this kitchen all the way up to exactly how I want it. Now, that's not going to include any lamps for the worktop, of course. The £100 I'm estimating is going to completely cover the vinyl, the tools for the vinyl, and all of the paint. The rest, yeah, it's just up to you what you then decide to do. But loving it, absolutely loving it. Thank you so much for being here with me. I will see you in the next video. Let me know in the comments what you think of the inspiration pics. And yeah, I will look forward to reading your comments. Bye.